Hi there, I'm Harry. I'm from Bootcamp Pilates. I'm currently a rugby player. I've played rugby since the age of 13, played professionally since the age of 18. Still compete now, and I also work at the studio teaching the form of Pilates, which is a dynamic form of Pilates. If you haven't done reformer Pilates before, especially at boot camp, it's a very dynamic form of Pilates where we really raise your heart rate, make it as hard as we can, okay, also making it fun. And it's very specific and functional to a lot of sports that you may well play. Myself as a rugby player, I found it very beneficial for loosening off my hip flexors, strengthening my lower back where I've had previous injuries, and just relating it to a lot of conditions and situations we find ourselves out on the rugby pitch. So again, I'll show you a couple of exercises we'll do today and see how you get on, and see if you want to drop them into your sessions. Okay, and if you ever want to pop in, okay, I'm sure we can drop them into your session and you can get the full benefit from it and improve your game as a rugby player. Okay, so we're going to start with a exercise first of all, very specific for rugby. Okay, if we think of our body position in a rugby game, always with a flat back when we're scrummaging, tackling, okay, in a crawling position, going for the ball. Okay, we want that nice strong back using our core muscles. So we're going to start with one at the start, which is our standing icebreaker. So it's quite a lower body exercise as well. Hands on the foot bar, back nice and flat, ears, hips and shoulders all in line. You suck your belly button up, legs are nice and bent, and from there you just start to push away using your glutes. Okay, bringing those knees back underneath the body. Okay, trying to maintain the hips at the same height the whole time. You can make this a little bit more explosive, and again, if you think of going into a tackle, pushing into a scrum, okay, it's very functional. Okay, thinking of that pushing position, the stronger you can be in this position, okay, the stronger you're going to be in that contact situation. It's just working through those legs, in and out, remembering to breathe out as you push away. You can make this exercise harder, just testing the core. If you want it to go into one hand, just keeping your shoulders square, making sure you're not rotating, okay, just finding that power. Okay, also you can make it a little bit quicker, you can raise your heart rate, give yourself working this for time. Just in and out. Okay, going into holds, and again you get that nice leg burn. Okay, similar to what you'd feel if you were holding a squat position, but again you're getting that work through the core, keeping that back nice and flat. Okay, just bring myself down now. Just going to go now into a rotation. So again, just working in rugby, a lot of the time when you're wrestling with someone into a tackle, fighting through a contact or even passing, you're doing a lot of rotational movements. Go onto a lighter spring for this. Just going to pick up one of the straps. Very similar, you may have done a Russian twist in the gym with a dumbbell. This is just on the reformer, so you're working constantly with and against the resistance. Hands out in front of you, feet nice and flexed, draw your belly button in, you want to be nice and tall, and you're going to rotate all the way around, slowly come back with those arms. Breathing out as you pull out, and like any exercise, always having control on the way back, that eccentric phase is when you're controlled, that's how you're going to build your strength and your lean muscle. Again, working for time, for repetitions, nice and explosive as you pull out, controlled as you come back in. Again, you can finish this exercise by either holding it there, working against that resistance. Naturally, you want to be pulled that way. You're trying to hold yourself in the middle, staying nice and tall. And again, it's paramount you keep a nice flat back. You've always got a mirror in these studios to check your spinal alignment. Okay, remembering to breathe, enjoying that feeling when you're burning. Okay, that's the challenge. Good, finishing by taking that strap all the way back in. Moving on to a different area. Okay, a lot of running involved. Okay, in rugby, and again, we're always off balance. We can never say that we're running in a straight line. Okay, coming offset, using our legs in different ways. So again, we want to train our body to be able to deal and cope with that sort of situation. So with this one, we're just going to bring our foot bars down. Okay, and we're going to place one leg up on top of the front lid, always standing onto the front lid first of all. Other leg goes onto the carriage. We're using dumbbells here. We've got a set selection of dumbbells up to 4 or 5 kilos under most of the reformers, and that just adds that extra bit of resistance. From there, feet travelling forwards, knees, toes, hips all in line, and we're going to work into our inner thighs. So we strengthen ourselves when we're in a weak position, when we're running, when we're sidestepping, pushing off into a tackle or any other situation in rugby. From there, we're just going to start with our legs getting nice and wide, really trying to take the leg out. Once we get to the bottom, squeezing into our backside muscles to close the hips. Again, it's important. Spinal alignment, take the hips forwards, draw the belly button in, squeezing into your glutes. Again, deep breath in. Control, breathe. pull those legs together. We can introduce loads of different arm exercises. I'm going to go with one here, an overhead raise, keeping my body nice and tall, working up into the neck, a posture up the top of the back. Again, keeping my chest nice and big. As my hands go up, making sure my head goes through my arms. Okay, and doing that, you avoid causing any disruption in the lower back and allowing your hips to shift forward. You want to stay nice and strong. Again, remembering to squeeze into the backside muscles. You can go down into a hold at the end, and there's tons of variations. You can hold using shoulder presses, using a side raise, a twist, flies, tons of stuff. Okay, so you'll always be challenged whenever you're in this sort of situation. And again, you'll really feel that if you're new to doing inner thigh work, okay, which a lot of people are when they first come into the reformer. They're used to doing squats, okay, and very common leg exercises. When they do something like that, they're really going to notice the difference the next day. Okay, the last exercise I'm going to show you, again, is one that, again, often people overlook. Okay, people question why they're not very fast, not very explosive. It's normally because of their glutes and their hamstrings. So this is one that anyone can do. You can do this at home, but again, on the reformer, it's that little bit more effective. You're going to lay yourself down this time. Okay, your heels are going to go up on top of the foot bar. You're going to go up into a hip extension. So we're going to take our hips up towards the ceiling. You have to squeeze into your backside muscles to get your hips up. That's the only way the body's going to take itself up. You don't want to use your lower back here. So squeeze into your glutes, strong straight line with the body from the tip of the knees through to the back of the shoulders. And from there, you're just going to take the legs long. Okay, and as you can see my hamstrings here, I'm using my hamstrings to pull the carriage in with control. Deep breath in, breathe out as I pull the carriage in. Okay, this is really tighten through those hamstrings, working through that hip bridge as well, squeezing into your backside muscles. And again, ways to make this slightly more difficult is to keep one leg up straight, push through that one leg, and just work with the one leg all together. In and out. You're really going to feel that burn. You can work up and down in your push, being explosive, controlled on the way down. Again, working on that eccentric phase, that coming down phase where you'll build your strength for your glutes. Okay, they're just a few exercises you can add in, as you can see, okay, from demonstrating just 3 or 4 exercises, okay, how red, okay, and out of breath I am already. Okay, so it'd be lovely to see you down here whenever you can, and again, can't swear by it enough, okay, I'm a rugby player now, okay, currently, and I do all these exercises just to keep me in check, to supplement with my playing and with me doing my weight sessions in the week. Okay, hopefully see you soon.